Hey, Mikey, how's it going?
Going good. How's yourself, Travis?
Doing well, doing well. Hey, 3-for-3 weekend, throwing guys out on the base paths. Got to feel good for a catcher, and especially in helping to minimize the runs that y'all had and kind of clean up the base paths in the few times that your pitching staff allowed guys on.
Yeah, I think they were giving me a good chance to throw guys out today. I had a lot of time right there to get my feet set, just and try to make a good throw, and also had a little help from Clyde today. But it's good just kind of keep the pressure off the pitchers. They've done such a good job and been in such a rhythm this past weekend. So keeping them in that rhythm has been a big part of their success, and I'm glad I can help out for that.
Definitely a building start for several of the pitchers in y'all staff. Moving through the first 2 weekends, seemed like everything just kind of clicked this weekend. Is there anything that you saw in your staff and their approaches and the way that they took to the field, took to the mound this weekend that you knew that there was going to be a difference, or that really kind of made it to where it was a 2-run weekend?
Yeah, I just think those guys are starting to settle into their roles. I mean, you look at these three pitchers, and the only one that's really had a true start on a weekend is Chile back before he tore his UCL. So you get that guys that have been through it a couple weekends in a row, and now they're starting to feel comfortable. They're starting to kind of get used to the routine and starting to really feel the fastball up front and just kind of just do the routine right. So it's good for those guys to start settling in and start falling into that routine nicely.
I know y'all kind of revamped the offense last year with the new coaching staff, but I mean, it ended so early. Do you feel like with the speed that they want to play at, with the aggressiveness they want on offense, that things are, y'all finally have a little bit of comfort and are feeling what they want you to do?
Yeah, I think so. And it's weird. Like going into the early spring, we were firing on all cylinders, and as soon as we go game one, we're not firing as good as we usually do. So we've been grinding out at bats, and we've certainly put ourselves in a position to have a lot of opportunities to score runs. We just haven't had that big hit going into a couple innings. But today, I thought we were able to punch through on a couple second and third, less than 2 outs opportunities, and I think it's just going to be the story for us, is being able to cash in when we have that opportunity to make noise.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Well, to get that timely hitting and the pitching that you saw this weekend, just how much of a boost is this for you guys as you kind of keep moving forward?
It's great. We're just trying to get the train moving, and with a rocky start, it's always good to win 5 games in a week, and that's hard no matter whoever you play. It's hard to do that in a week. So feeling a little momentum, feeling good about where we're at, and just trying to keep building on that going on to Tuesday.
Thanks.
Yep.
Mikey, pitching staff was phenomenal this weekend. You guys only give up 2 runs, got to catch all 27 innings. What could you say about the work your pitching staff did this weekend?
I just can't speak enough about those guys just throwing strikes early and putting guys away late. You can talk about Chile, you talk about Bryce, you talk about Dustin. All 3 guys had incredible starts, but they're getting ahead early and they're putting away late. They're not wasting time or wasting pitches. They're just staying after them and filling up the zone. That's all you can ask from 3 starters.
As a catcher, how enjoyable is it to receive those guys when they're firing on cylinders like all 3 guys were this weekend?
Yeah, it makes my job incredibly easy. I just hang it out, just catch the ball, throw it back to them, and that's pretty simple. But I like working for them, and every once in a while they do make my job easy. So this weekend was a lot of fun doing that, catching a lot of strikeouts. So that was great.
I certainly don't want to make you pick any favorites here, but if you had to say which one had the best stuff this weekend, who would you go with all those 3 starters?
Yeah, which one? Yeah, I got Jonathan Childress staring at me right behind the screen right now. So I'll go ahead and say Chile, but they all had it going this weekend, man. It was just fun to catch, and it just makes my job incredibly easy, and I love doing it. But all 3 guys had it going. Since Chile left, I might give it to Bryce Miller, but it's pretty dang close.
Thank you, Mikey.
No problem.
One last thing, sorry. Does it make you guys more relaxed as hitters, like when the pitching is going that well, knowing, they're kind of keeping them from scoring and you can kind of relax and focus on your thing too?
I would say on the front end, I wouldn't say we're as relaxed. I would say sometimes we're pressing more just to get them some run support just because they're pitching so well. But I feel when we do have run support, like when we turn it to the back half of our bullpen, like we are extremely relaxed. So I think there's a little more pressure put on ourselves when our starter is going great and we haven't done anything for them. So towards the end, like we know that we'll be able to shut them down on the 7, 8, 9. So yeah, I'd say a little more pressure as opposed to not as much.
Thanks.
All righty, thanks and good one.
Thank you guys.